All right, we are back on record to continue this prelim from last week. We had adjourned to allow the parties to further discuss what's been happening and whether or not they wanted to voluntarily do any services. Or a number of things to be addressed between when we were here last, and they're all contained in order. But anyway, let's get into it after appearances, beginning with our guardian ad litem.
Lee Heiss, lawyer guardian ad litem for the children.
Good morning, Troy Tippett, on behalf of MTHHS.
Hannah Trout with DHS.
Michael Brooks, I represent the father of 4 of the children and putative father of a 5th one, Joshua Branham. Excuse me.
Joshua Branham.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ariel Berger here on behalf of Mother Cynthia Knapp, who I believe is in the courtroom today.
Ms. Knapp? Very good. Yes, she is here with us. All right. Well, I'm Mr. Tipton. I know you weren't here last time. Mr. Brooks, any update from your client's perspective on how he may wish to proceed?
Well, I know he's been looking around for a privately retained attorney. Apparently that's not working out very well. So it looks like I'll be in it for the duration. And he wants a trial. I have recommended, and he agrees with me. I've told him he has a right to a jury trial, and but we want a bench trial.
All right, very good. I can look into scheduling that. Would you confirm whether or not you would like me to read the allegations of the petition onto the record for him today?
He does not need to hear that. He can read, he understands, he denies that they're accurate.
Thank you. All right, very good. Same questions for you, Ms. Berger.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client, too, is requesting a bench trial. She, however, would like to start voluntary services in the meantime so she can get a jump start on any of those requested services by the agency. But we read the petition together. She has a copy of it, and we would waive a formal reading at this time.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Tipton, one of the issues last time that the department had raised was whether or not there needed to be a prohibition against Mr. Joshua Branham being at the home. I determined at that time that the bond conditions on his criminal case were sufficient to ensure the safety of the children. But there had been a few allegations that he was not following those and that maybe a secondary order could be useful. I don't know if your worker has any further detail or if there have been any additional violations that she would want to make us aware of today so that I would need to review that particular finding or not. So that's a question for you and Ms. Trout.
Your Honor, we don't have any additional information. We believe that the prosecutor is still going forward with this case and that the no contact order would be sufficient in the criminal matter.
And if there are any violations, please keep track of that. I think it's circuit court that you go to ask for updates on that now. So if there's any violations, please make sure you bring those to my attention. All right, Mr. Brooks, any other preliminaries today?
No, just schedule a trial date.
Ms. Berger?
Nothing additional, Your Honor.
Ms. Heiss?
Your Honor, the legal parentage of all the children, is that being researched?
I see that there's been an order for DNA testing for PAC. Mr. Branham to determine paternity. Is that underway, Ms. Trout?
I texted the mother and asked her to bring birth certificates today. I don't know if she had a chance to do that. They both state that he is the father of all the children, so I don't know if DNA testing will be necessary.
Well, we would need an affidavit of parentage, not a birth certificate, or that DNA testing in order to show that's.
Then we can get the DNA testing underway.
You can also check the, I think there's a way to look up whether or not there's an affidavit of parentage on file.
I requested those, but they only had a few of the children. They didn't have all of them.
Thank you. All right. Does that
Nothing
answer
further,
your
Your
question?
Honor. Yes.
Okay. All right, I have the afternoon of June 11th available right now. If you wish to, if you think it's going to take more than an afternoon, I can look for a full day. What are your thoughts, Mr. Brooks?
You've tried enough cases with me to know that's plenty of time for me.
Ms. Berger,
Works for me.
Ms. Heiss?
It works for me.
Mr. Tipton, it doesn't look like Ms. Thomas will be out that day, but if she is, and we need to clarify your schedule, would you be able to appear in the event that she's not available?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, we'll set a bench trial then for both parents commencing at 1:30 on Tuesday, June 11th. It does not appear the court interventions need to be modified at this time. We'll simply wait to see the update on the DNA testing, as well as whether or not there's been any further developments in the criminal matter. Ms. Trump, we'll expect you to work with Ms. Knapp on voluntary services so that she can take advantage of that between now and when she comes back. Is there anything I can do to help you on that point?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, unless there's any questions, that's all for today.